Race 6 at Randwick is the Sydney Stakes over the 1200 metres, numbers 3, 1, 4 and 6. Southport Tycoon, a big winner of the Manikato a few weeks ago. He does stay at 1200 metres, but I love the way that he's come back. He responded well to the blinkers going on there last time out. A lot of speed on paper in this race, and with that in mind, he should get last look. Dangers, overpass, typically what you see is what you get. He's a pretty classy horse. He's fantastic fresh. We'll have to absorb some pressure, but Bjorn Baker has been targeting this race all the way through. If it's not the Tab Everest, this is a pretty handy consolation. 4 Airman was a last start winner in the Premier Stakes and did run second in this race 12 months ago. So now he's found his form. Every chance he holds it, and the best of the rest is the ever consistent Marzu. If there's any rain around, you can score him up because he does love wet tracks. 3, 1, 4 and 6. Race 7 at Randwick is the big one, the Tab Everest 1200 metres. I'm going with the 3-year-olds here. Traffic Warden on top, 10, 9, 4 and 11. I love the preparation that James Cummings has given this horse. Very similar to that of Yes, Yes, Yes we saw a few years ago. Run to the Rose, he was great there. He won that race, of course. And then 1400 metres, Golden Rose, 3 weeks between runs. And I think he's set to explode there. He's a 3-year-old. He's a talented 3-year-old now. However, I still think there's more to come. Every time we've seen him step out of the races, he improves that rating. So on that trajectory, he's hard to beat. 3-year-old weight allowance, maps to get the run of the race. Yeah, he's going to be hard to hold out. 9, Growing Empire. He's still learning on the job. He was just nose there, wasn't he, in the Manikato against the older horses. So we know he's going to measure up to that level. He'll go forward. He'll make his own luck. And he too has that profile of an improving type. He's lightly raced, and each time he has stepped out, he's found that touch more. Bella Nipotina, she'll be flashing home at the finish. She's drawn awkwardly. I don't think that matters too much. She's pretty versatile in that regard, and I love the way that she's hit the line in 2 runs back. And in 4th pick, I've got Storm Boy, another 3-year-old. So is he the forgotten horse? He'll get out in front. He'll do his thing. Just needs to get the start right. So all eyes on him at the gates. 10, 9, 4 and 11. Race 8 at Randwick is the Silver Eagle over the 1300 metres. An important lead-up, of course, to the Golden Eagle. 1, 11, 8 and 3, 1 V8. I want to give him the chance to bounce back from last start. He ran in the Manikato, he got flushed back early, found himself in a tricky spot, and he never really got into the race. So I want to excuse him that. You go back through the depth of his form last campaign, where he was mixing it with proper weight for age class horses. If he repeats that form or finds it again, I do think he's the horse to beat. And although drawn wide, I think he can use the trail across from bases loaded and settle in the first couple, and from there prove hard to beat. Kamochi, she is so brave. She's got a huge heart. She was 3 deep and working in that Manikato, yet somehow rallied to finish 4th, and to her outside was I Wish I Win, who of course goes around one of the favourites in the Tab Everest. Port Lockroy put the writing on the wall there first up to suggest that he's come back really well. A slight step out in journey looks to suit. He has to turn the tables on Ostraka, the stablemate, but out in journey, a bit fitter. I do think he can do that, and he's drawn to get the right run. And a good roughie to throw into the mix is Zadaki for Peter Snowden. So he's trialled up quite nicely, just the one trial, maps to get the right run, and I like the progression that he made all through last campaign. 1, 11, 8 and 3. Race 9 at Randwick is over the 1600 metres, King Charles III Stakes, and what a clash this sets up to be. Pride of Jenny on top for me, 9, 10, 6 and 2. Win, lose or draw, we're in for a show there on Saturday. She'll get out, she'll try to break the hearts of her rivals, as she tends to do. The last time we saw her in Sydney was of course in the Queen Elizabeth Stakes, where she went out, led by 40 lengths and proved way too fast and too classy. So again, she strikes this race 4th up, and a repeat of that level of performance, they won't see which way she went. She'll have Fangirl breathing down her neck late. She was a big winner of this race 12 months ago. She'll have been trained up to the minute. Very similar, if not identical, preparation to the one that Chris Waller gave her 12 months ago. So she'll be here ready to rumble. Che Wolf, he's the new kid on the block, isn't he? So a big winner of the Epsom. Has to clash now in weight for age company against the likes of Pride of Jenny and Fangirl, so nowhere to hide, but matter of time before he makes that leap. And my Oberon, he always overachieves, and you can throw him into your trifectas and first fours. But 9, 10, 6 and 2. Race 10 at Randwick is over the 1400 metres. Willow Dale was a dominant winner in very similar grade to this a couple of weeks ago, and I think he can repeat the dose despite going up in weight. So 6-3, 16 and 4. That victory did coincide with getting out to the 1400 metres. He found a lovely rhythm. James McDonald has a great association with this horse, and a repeat of that performance, and I think he wins again. 3, Ruby Flyer, has 6 or 7 lengths to turn around on Willow Dale from a few weeks ago, but he was only first up. I like the way that he found the line. I think he's building towards something, and at a price, I'm inclined to keep him safe. Well timed for Kerry Parker and Nash Willa. He's a horse doing everything right by the stable. Kerry's been patient with him. He's worked through the grades. He was a good winner over the 1400 metres last start. The market has identified that, but I do think that is justified. Follow him. He'll pay his way. And Estadio Mestalla, sneaky run there first up, completely unsuited. That was over the 1200 metres in a slowly run race, and I love the way that he savaged the line, so that sets him up nicely for the rest of his preparation, including his second up out to the 1400 metres. 6, 3, 16 and 4.